Like you see here, in 2000, like, I kind of wanted to bring this out earlier, but in 2016, you see February, March 31st, 2017, announcement of the anime, the Thousand Year Blood War characters. July 21, this is anniversary time. This is when they announced that they were getting Thousand Year Blood War characters. They literally quadrupled their stock, bro. Actually, tripled their stock. They went up by 200%, by the way. 200%. That's actually crazy. Alright, so let's talk about it, right? Resurrections. Now, I have been asked a lot, and they're like, oh, Spike, you're so stupid for thinking that they would make these resurrections better than all the other resurrections. I don't think so. I really don't. Now, did I hope that Caleb would have actually made these characters useful? Yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would get, like, the same level of resurrection as at least, bare minimum, the movie characters. Like, the movie characters unironically got better resurrections. Now, obviously, the movie characters were actually much worse than these characters at base, or at least Shunsui and Toshiro. I think Shunsui and Toshiro are fine. To be honest, I'm still a bit disappointed in them in terms of what they got, because I feel like Caleb could have did something special. And if I quote one of my friends, I'm paraphrasing, I should say, instead of quoting, because I don't remember exactly what it was, but paraphrasing my friend Leno, he had such a perfect, like, response that kind of summed up everything. And it's like, these characters, and here's the paraphrase, right? These characters literally saved Bleach Brave Souls, which is true, because if you look at the financial reports, Bleach Brave Souls and K-Lab in general was doing dog water during 2017. That's when everyone was quitting, because they're like, oh, what else can they do? They already have Fullbring Ichigo, they have Dangai Ichigo, they have Aizen. That's the end of the series, right? In terms of the anime, because there was no such thing as Thousand Year Blood War back then, in terms of the anime. For those that don't know, K-Lab has the licensing rights from Studio Pierrot, which is the anime, not Shueisha, which is like the whole Shonen Jump, which is why you have games like Jumputi, which if I type in Jumputi and then I can type in even Asnot, for example, like these people have all the Bleach characters like already pretty much there. Like they even have Asnot, Jumputi, they have Masaki, right? So perfect. Here, look, like you can see here they have Bleach, they have Hunter x Hunter, they have Hitman Reborn, they have One Piece, they have there's Ishin and Masaki together, they have JoJo. So like this is Jumputi with Shonen Jump, Shueisha, so they actually have access to all that. Now, finishing off what he paraphrased was, these characters are literally what saved Bleach Brave Souls, and they couldn't even make them mid. And I do believe that these characters, some of them are fairly mid. I think Toshiro is going to be the best of them, but I still think that Toshiro should have gotten a bit more. And I did compare this Toshiro to Yamamoto, and the reason for that was someone literally said, it's like, why would you do that? And the reason for that is, why would I compare Toshiro to like a garbage character from 3 years ago? The resurrections that we're getting now are pretty much in line with what we were getting literally a year ago. If I go to my videos, let me actually type in my videos. This is gonna be a long discussion, by the way, so I apologize in advance for those that wanted a quick like 5-minute video. That's not what I do. It is what it is. If I type in Kokuto Resurrection, because Kokuto had a really good resurrection. Movie, Hellverse, Kokuto Resurrections breakdown. This was literally 2021, and this was over a year, and this was a year and 4 months ago. A year and 4 months ago, and they literally didn't even get a better resurrection than Kokuto. Kokuto pretty much got Berserker, and on top of that, I believe he got Havoc 20%. I have Kokuto pulled up here. He picks up strong attack damage 16% and Havoc. Okay, so he didn't pick up Berserker. But that's fine. Yeah, like honestly, like he was already, in my opinion, he was already good. He just needed Havoc, and then he would have been actually really good. And they gave it to him. So in that regard, I'm happy that Toshiro did pick up Havoc. Toshiro also picks up strong attack damage plus 16%. But by that logic, this Toshiro and this Kokuto, a movie character, I have to make emphasis on the movie character, got pretty much the exact same resurrection. Toshiro did get damage to frozen enemies, so I guess that's kind of unfair to be like, oh, but he got this, he got that, right? But at the end of the day, that damage to frozen enemies is honestly low-key kind of it's whatever, because it's like if you don't freeze the enemy, it's a completely wasted skill. And that kind of bugs me, because like I said, this resurrection came out over almost a year and a half ago at this point, and KLab is not making the effort to give a better resurrection as the time goes on. For those that don't remember, back in the day, as characters were getting resurrected, the resurrections were dog water. But as we got characters like Kokuto, as we got characters, and I have them pulled up here, as we got characters like Yin Yang, who ended up picking up, oh, they didn't pick up Flurry? I thought they picked up Flurry. That's hilarious. Okay. But you have Hell vs. Ichigo that picked up Flurry, which was kind of nice. He also picked up Weakened Immunity, which was kind of sad, right? So, like, the argument of, oh, but resurrections are supposed to be links. You can think that if you want. But if they're supposed to be links or good links or whatever, then why do we have normal attack damage poison immunity? But for Guild Quest. Really? Really? Like, tell me how many people actually legitimately enjoy doing Guild Quest outside of the rewards. Like truthfully, like how many of you actually go, golly gee willikers, I can't wait to do Guild Quest today after like the first 2 days. When a new Guild Quest comes out and you can do sub 1, sub 5 seconds, it's like, okay, cool, you got your sub 1, sub 5 seconds. Now have fun resetting until you get that over and over and over and over and over again, over and over and over. And then it's just like, okay, cool, did I get an upgrade for my team in the last like 6 months? Nah, not yet. Okay, cool. Normal attack damage, poison immunity. But they picked up Flurry, so I was cool with that, that's fine. This Kisuke picked up Flurry, which is really cool. He also picked up Strong Attack Recharge, which I think was kind of whatever, to be honest, but I do like the link. Like, recover 25% stamina, Strong Attack Recharge. It's like, okay, cool. But picking up Flurry is huge for a character like this, right? And then you have characters like Movie 1 Ichigo, which I still think is like the best link in the game that isn't Senkaimon Chad. And that is Strong Attack Recharge, Enhanced Link, 14% with damage inflicted at full stam. This is good for NAD characters. This is good for SP-based characters, and this character picked up Berserker 20% along with the damage inflicted at full stam 16%, because he already had Havoc. So that was cool. Shunsui, I believe. Let me actually pull up, because I don't want to misrepresent what KLab did either. Like, everyone knows what happened to Byakuya. I feel like that's kind of a given, but KLab clearly doesn't like Byakuya. I can't even like pull it up. That's kind of annoying. Look here. Nah, the resurrection information isn't even currently out yet on the stuff. It's like, would you like to see the full details? Let me take the screenshots. There we go. All right. So Shunsui ends up picking up damage inflicted at full stam 20%, strong attack recharge minus 10%. He already had Havoc. He picks up follow up, which I think is a useless skill for a SP based character. But he ended up picking some damage multipliers, because damage inflicted at full stam, you're probably going to give him full stamina 25 if you T15 him anyways. So he's going to be actually able to deal, in my opinion, sufficient damage in regards to what's currently out. Because he's going to get pretty much a Berserker of 20% and then full stamina of 45%. We've seen what kind of damage that deals when it comes to characters like Safu Yoruichi, even before her SP boost, which I think is just actually good damage. But characters like Toshiro, even though he does pick up Havoc, he only gets damage to frozen enemies plus 20%. No real damage multipliers here, aside from the damage to frozen enemies and the strong attack damage 16%, which honestly, in this day and age, I don't think that a Berserker of 16-20% is really even that good anymore. Now that we have characters that are coming out with like damage plus 100%, for no status element, this damage to frozen enemies plus 20% just seems kind of it just seems kind of mid. And that's my issue, is just like, it's like these characters ended up saving the game 5 years prior. For those that were there during that time, you know exactly how hype these characters were when they came out, and you know what kind of money got dropped during this time. Like, I was literally persecuted for spending money on the game. For those that don't know, I was actively like hated out. Like, I felt hated out of the community for spending money on the game because I wanted to pull all the characters at 1 out of 5. I wanted to pull all the characters 1 out of 5. I ended up getting Toshiro 4 out of 5, Byakuya 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Shunsui I got 3 out of 5, and then I had to summon on Sajin's individual. I think I spent like 10,000 orbs. This is like, it's a lot. It's a lot of orbs. This was before steps 5, 10, 15, 20. There was no guaranteed 5 stars back then. It was 6%, 0.5% rate. Did you get the characters? No. Sucks to suck. That's pretty much how it was. It was horrible back then. So whenever people say the golden age of Bleach Brave Souls, that golden age is gold plated. All right, there was nothing that great about that time at all. This is also before point events, so you couldn't even like get Brave Soul tickets. Brave Soul ticket, like you were lucky to get 5 Brave Soul tickets, and that was like getting a 5-star ticket now. You know, like when you get 5-star tickets now, it's like, oh, okay, cool, that's nice. Back then, if you got 5 Brave Soul tickets, oh boy, 25 orbs. Oh yes, like it was bad. But yeah, no, it does bug me because I feel like these characters deserve special treatment. It's Thousand Year Blood War. And when they come out with, inevitably, let's be real here, they're going to come out with character packs. I honestly can't really say, in good faith, y'all should spend $100 and get a copy of each of them. If you want to pull Toshiro, go for it. I don't think he's worth 25 bucks in this day and age, in this current climate, right? Shunsui, low-key, I think Shunsui might be worth the 25, especially if you're a collector. But for collector's value, I wouldn't even recommend some, like, I would maybe summon when they're like filler, but I wouldn't recommend spending 25 a pop, or 28 depending on how your tax lines up, or even worse if you're in the UK, right? Or no, not the UK, if you're in like EU right now, you're using euros, because the prices of everything just went up. Byakuya, the one character that everyone was like, oh, he's definitely getting Frenzy. Have you seen the Resurrections, bro? The movie characters got a better resurrection than this Byakuya. And then, like, don't get me wrong, I love my boy Envy, but him saying, oh, he got Devastation 30%, bro, I wanted to slap the hell out of him, bro. And he's a book guild quest. I'm like, bro, you're the only one that literally does guild quest, and then you like make a new account so that you can try to get your characters to do guild quest again, bro. Like, you're very well in the minority. You're very well in the minority in that regard, man. So it's like, this character gets Havoc 20%. He's picking up, what did he pick up? I think it was Strong Attack Recharge, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I believe he got Strong Attack Recharge. Yeah, so he picks up Strong Attack Recharge, but like, I'm sorry, I would have taken Frenzy over Multi-Barrier +2 any day of the week. And what's funny is I see a lot of people saying, oh, but he had Berserker 40%, so it'd be weird if he got Frenzy and Berserker, a Berserker, right? If I go to this Ginjo, and I show you that this character picked up Berserker 20%, the Strong Attack Recharge 10%, like, it's happened before, where the character has Havoc, he picks up, I don't think this character had Frenzy either. Like, this character had literally, in my opinion, the best resurrection of all time. Like, by far, of all time. Look at this. He had a Berserker, when he started, bro, when he started in the hood, he had a Havoc 20%, Berserker 20%, no Frenzy. And Caleb's like, alright, cool, give Frenzy. Like, I very much believe that Caleb has a D20. For those that don't play Dungeons and Dragons or never played before, it's literally just a 20-sided die. And they roll it. And each one corresponds to a special skill, and that's what they give the character. Because you have characters like Shunsui that pick up follow-up. Who else picks up follow-up? There's a couple characters that pick up follow-up that should not have follow-up. Type in follow-up. And then I want to type in resurrected. Yeah, Ikaku picks up follow-up too. He's an SP character, bro. This dude has Frenzy. He picks up follow-up. Damage inflicted at full stam, 20%, recover 16% stamina. Bro, they could have given this character Havoc, and he unironically would have been alright. Or Strong Attack Recharge. Has Caleb given Strong Attack Recharge as a skill to any characters? I actually don't think they have. Strong Attack Recharge. This is a skill, right? I want to make sure that I'm putting it right. Skills. And then Resurrected. Okay, so they haven't given Strong Attack Recharge yet as a skill, but that would be like a 12% Strong Attack Recharge, so that would be a better, better for Resurrections than just making them a good link. Don't get me wrong, I'm very privileged to be where I am in the game, but I'm not even gonna lie, I'm kind of bored of my main account. Ever since I started my new account and I've been just like playing on that, I almost missed logging into my main account already, which is kind of crazy. And like I see some people were like, "Oh, I thought you were against alt accounts." Bro, I'm at the point where I'm just like I'm drained out of orbs. I don't want to be spending money like I normally do, and I've almost never play my main account anymore because it's just like, well, I don't care for guild quests. I'm progressing in guild quests. I don't care for brave battles because KLab is like openly admitted that they don't care. Why am I supposed to care? And then arena, which was supposed to be like super hype, ended up flopping like crazy. So now all I got really is like epic raids and IZ and IT. And let's be real here, there's only so much farming you're gonna do before you're just like, okay, I'm bored, you know? So like working on my new account, like hell, I have my new account here right now. I'm working on Lisa and Nemu, and I'm farming raids because I don't have enough skill keys. So going into Sajin, let's talk about Sajin real quick. Sajin picks up follow-up, which is really cool. I'm cool with that. That's awesome. But he didn't get guard break, which I think is something that he kind of needs. And this character makes absolutely zero sense because like after the fact, when people are like, "Oh, but he got weak in defense." And it's like, okay, cool. Weak in defense is pretty good for epic raids. Aye, there's a fly. Where'd you come from, bro? Ain't nobody want you here. So he has a bruiser of 30%. He has flurry. So what did you have before? You didn't have a bruiser 30% before. No, okay. So they gave him bruiser 30%. So now he has a bruiser of 50%, which I think is actually excellent. I think that his damage is going to be actually fairly good. Like, very good, actually, in comparison to other resurrections, of course. And then he has a flurry and follow-up, which I think follow-up is a very, very good skill to have for a NAD character. And he's already had long reach, poise, and sprinter. But he ended up picking up weak in defense, which is the weirdest skill for this character in particular. If this skill was on Shunsui, I don't want to say Byakuya because it's already on Byakuya and Toshiro. But if this was given to Shunsui, I would be, instead of follow-up, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But on Sajin, it's really weird because this is the one character that you want to use your soul bomb as soon as the match starts. What if you're using him in co-op? Oh, I got weak in defense on my soul bomb. Excuse? You know what I'm saying? So like I don't understand why they gave him weak in defense. It's really weird. The damage reduction, I'm fine with that. It's a good link. You know what I'm saying? Not a great link. I personally would have liked him to get like full stamina damage boost, but him not having barriers and all that, I was like, yeah, damage reduction makes sense. But the weak in defense doesn't make sense to me because this could have been guard break, and they have not given guard break to a resurrected unit yet. But I don't think that guard break is as crazy of a skill as some of the other ones that we're getting nowadays. Now we're, like I said, right? These resurrections are coming out a year and a half after, well, almost a year and a half after as these movie characters. And even Senna, for example, she ended up picking up recover 16% stamina between crests, and she also picked up Berserker 20%. I don't remember what she had before. Let me actually pull this up. Okay, so this is what she had before. So Devastation 40%. She picks up Berserker. She picks up Recover 16% stamina, so that's cute. And that's that. That's pretty much it. All she got was a Berserker 20%. That's pretty much all she got. And that's all right. But like, I take Berserker 20% over Berserker 16%, even though it's a better what do you call it? A better soul trait. My issue also with the Toshiro, and it's really just that I feel like KLab didn't really take the time to look at these characters, sit down and say, what can we do to make these characters worth people spending money on them? And that's my issue, because I don't want KLab to fail. That'd be stupid, right? I don't really care. Like, I mean, I probably shouldn't care, to be honest, because it's a gacha game at the end of the day, because gacha games, in my opinion, are still scum of the earth. And I stand by that. I don't recommend gacha games. The only time I recommend a gacha game is if I'm getting paid for it, and I tell y'all very well I'm getting paid for it. Yeah, but like damn, bro, these are the most hyped characters, and the reason that this bugs me isn't even just for this banner, because I honestly don't care that much for Toshiro. I love Shunsui, I like Sajin, I think Byakuya is badass, but it also leads me to like round 2. Everyone talks about round 2, Banken getting, oh, he's gonna get Sprinter. Let me see, Kenpachi, oh, I have to type in 1000, right? Then I type in this, and then I go to the bottom. because this leads me to round 2, right? And it's like, okay, cool. What makes these characters good? Oh, guard break would have been great. If Sajin got guard break, we could hope that this girl would get guard break, and then she'd actually be like, really good in PvE again, because she's a team healer, and then she also has heal on her special with insta kill. She has poise. She doesn't have a bruiser. She just has flurry. But if she picks up like bruiser 20%, like bruiser, excuse me, 16%. For a soul trait, or a bruiser of like 30%, like Sajin got for his soul trait, I mean for his skills, like this character could unironically be good, but if you don't give them guard break, I feel like these characters end up just it's like, oh, it's like, okay, cool, they're a bit more playable now, because like I don't think that any of these characters are unplayable, they're just not really good in IT, okay? Or if you have them 5/5, then excellent, they're going to be that much better. But it bugs me because then you have characters like Banken, and Banken, he got a Berserker of 20%. He has the transformation mechanic. He didn't pick up Sprinter, and he wasn't given like a Berserker because that wasn't a thing back then. He wasn't given Havoc, and then he obviously doesn't have Strong Attack Recharge. So like, he has 5 skills, so they can give him Strong Attack Recharge, and if they want to make him like actually like in line with what's out now, not even good by today's standards. Like if this character came out by today's standards with this resurrection that I'm about to say, he wouldn't even be worth summoning for, right? If he got like Berserker, Havoc, Sprinter, he'd be okay. And in my opinion, that kind of sucks, because it's like, bro, this whole character is like a meme on my channel, because it's like, damn, bro, I got shafted so hard for this character. I didn't pull this character until like 3 to 4 years later, and I did like, I think I want to say 8,000 orbs for him. I spent like 700 cash during that time. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And then you have little girl Yachiru, who doesn't have Frenzy, so I'm scared that she might end up not getting Frenzy too, thanks to having Bombardment. And then we saw the treatment that we just got with Byakuya. So like, if for those that were hoping that this character would become playable, it kind of just dampened your potential desire for like maybe even spending money on these characters. And then after that, we also have the next round of 1,000 Year Blood War characters that would be cool to get resurrected. And like, this character, in my opinion, all he needs is like maybe a higher bruiser, but he already has bruiser 20%, so I'm cool with it. His damage, in my opinion, is relatively fine. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Sajin, even before the bruise at 30%, I'm like, it's fine. And by fine, I mean not even mid. Just, it's okay, it's playable. But if he doesn't get guard break, he's going to be dead in the water, because there's so much range guard enemies, and he doesn't have a PvE killer either, right? Next, we have Renji. I honestly, as long as Kayla gives him Berserker, like, if they give him full stamp 16% and Berserker 20%, I think this character's going to be fine. I mean, I think he's already, I think he's still fairly good, to be honest. Next, Rukia, her second strong attack really just like dampens her, to be honest, like way too much. But if this character gets strong attack recharge and like Havoc, that'd be great. But you'll see here that she already has 7 skills, and Caleb's trying to do their very, 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 very best to not go past 8 skills, right? Like Byakuya's getting Berserker, Bombardment, Bruiser, Devastation, Havoc, Multi-Barrier, Sprinter, Weaken Defense. 8 skills total. So it really concerns me, because it's just like, I play this game for 3 reasons. 1, the community. If I didn't have this community, I probably would not be playing this game, because like, honestly, gacha games I still think are like I said, I think gacha games are actually really bad. But I've met so many people through this game, and I'm mainly here for the community. That's like first and foremost. Second, I actually enjoy seeing new characters come out. I love seeing the special move animations. At this point, I'm at the point where no character is guaranteed. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm okay with not pulling every character now. I used to get really depressed when I didn't pull a character. And it's, oh, you get depressed over a gacha game. Yeah, because my stupid ass was like going way too deep, putting myself in bad financial situations to summon for a character that, in my opinion, was probably not going to be that good in like 3 months. Now, I know that character, now I'm usually fairly like certain, like, okay, cool, this character will be good for 6-7 months, maybe 8 months to a year, which is why I personally like these newer characters now, because if you genuinely like a character back then, if your character came out and they were mid, it's over, bro. Like, how many people summoned for this Nemu and like never could play with her because she was dog water? She used to be dog shit. Like, if you go into her soul tree, she ain't get frenzy, so she's dog water. Like, simple as that. She ain't even get havoc 20%. She got havoc 15%. It was her resurrection that gave her frenzy and havoc 20%, right? So another reason I like to play this game is mainly because I love seeing what's new and what comes out, even if I don't pull it, which I'm very privileged to be in a position where people are willing to let me do showcases on their account. So that's cool. And then the last reason is I always get excited when new stuff comes out, and I used to be excited for Resurrections, and this was like the final banner that I'm like super excited on the Resurrections based on the Resurrections from a whole year prior of the movie banner. And like, this is 1,000 Year Blood War. This isn't some filler garbage movie 1, movie 2, movie 3, movie 4, bound arc, none of that. This is literally 1,000 Year Blood War, right? And it's just like, are they so inept that they decide not to make money? Because a lot of people are also saying if they make these characters good, they're gonna lose money. How it's gonna be very few of you that'll argue against this, but how many of you have like 3 out of 5 like Yoruichi, but still summoned for, you know, like the last copy of Aizen? Or how many of you summoned for this Ichigo because you know he's broken? Or how many of you summoned for, who's another hard character? Maybe Yuha, which, oh, but he's an ad character. It doesn't matter, bro. If you have a character already, it's no longer about it's like, oh, I have one of every color, I'm good. It's no longer that way. Like with Senkaimon, with Epic Raids, like characters are highly specialized. It's like, okay, good, this character's good for Guild Quest, this one's good for Epic Raids, this one's an arena character, this one's for Brave Battles, this one's for IZ, this one's for IT, this one's Droplets, so Epic Raids, this one's Droplet and Potions, so that's Epic Raids as well. This character has weakened defense and bombardment, so let's toss him into Guild Quest. This person's main runner Guild Quest, this person's side runner Guild Quest, like I'm talking about like Abirama. Cacao Society Okiora, unironically a main runner for his spot a week. Bro, I do sub 15 with him at 1 out of 5. I don't even have him 2 out of 5 because like the rates are doo-doo. And then you're coming out with like now the second round of Super Link Slot characters. Now you're coming out with Pierce Iron Skin, Guard Break, Hit Hidden Enemies, Marauder, Sharpshooter. This one doesn't have status ailments. This one, he has paralysis, but the enemies in IT are immune to paralysis or drain. So you kind of need a big roster of characters now. So saying, oh, you can't make these characters good because it kills the game. It doesn't. How many of you will unironically summon for these characters even though their resurrections were not good? Like, right? And I think that's fair to say. But imagine if those characters were actually legit good. How many of you would consider using a special move source on a character that's actually legit? Oh, cool. Toshiro's back up to speed. Like, dude, my Byakuya is 4 out of 5. I would love to 5 out of 5 him. I would use a green move source if he actually got frenzy. I'm not unironic. I'm not even joking. I have 2 green move sources. I was gonna use them on Uryu, but I don't even want to use them on Uryu. Actually, no, I probably should use them on Uryu. I have 1 green move source. Never mind, I'm lying. Yeah, I have 1 green move source. I'm tempted to use it on Uryu. But, like a 5/5 Byakuya would be dope. I love the 1,000 Year Blood War characters because I think that the Byakuya that they came out with, his animations are super cool, and I think that they did a great job. But if Caleb just made these characters, like, fairly good, then in my opinion, people would probably be more inclined to buy a copy of the character so that the older players can 5 out of 5 them. Or the people that are new or haven't been able to get a proper chance to summon for these characters or don't think that they're going to get the characters will outright just straight up buy them. And that's literally just money coming into Caleb's pockets for characters that they don't really have to develop. Like, let's be real here. It's just a coding issue at this point. Just literally flip, flip, flip. Oh, strong attack damage 20%, havoc 20%, guard break done. Okay, cool. Here you go. How many characters that have been resurrected would be saved literally with just guard break? With guard break alone, how many characters would be actually legit OP? Maybe not OP, just good. Guard break. Let me actually pull this up. I want to pull this up. I'm gonna be like, okay, so let's do all resurrecteds, right? And not innate skills, because we don't get innate skills on resurrected units yet, because obviously not their time. Oh, oops. My bad. Let's do this. There we go. Wait, hold up. What? Why is it doing that? Ah, okay. All right, so let's just check out the characters that would be great with guard break, right? Tensa Zangetsu, good link. I like that. I mainly should have just went with like NAD characters, huh? Ulquiorra didn't get Havoc. Oof, that's tough. Kisuke, no guard break, obviously, but Flurry, that would have been great. He actually would have been pretty good because he has strong attack recharge, so like you can actually guard break a little bit more often. But like if you just gave the character guard break, GG's. Home rush Shizuku, like okay, maybe I'm biting my tongue right here, but like this character, this Ichigo, if he got guard break, that'd be amazing because he has a plant vortex second strong attack. I think he has the 900 AoE third. Yeah, 900 AoE third, plant vortex. This isn't even like a crawling vortex, and then 60% magnification. This is the same as Arena Grimmjow for the first strong attack. Not really very good for a melee NAD character. Shuhei with guard break actually would have unironically been pretty good. I believe he's a ranged NAD character, unless I'm like misremembering. Yeah, ranged NAD. He would have been cool. Guard break. Oh, this Yamamoto actually would have been kind of nice. Like, I love his animations. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna lie. The fire animations on K-Lab stuff is pretty dope. I think that they do a pretty good job with that. Guard break. Oh my god, Noitora? Dude, this dude was literally like the coolest character when he originally came out. I don't even know how many orbs I did for him. Second anniversary, the only character I wanted was I was gonna say Lunar. Second anniversary Ichigo, and this character. And you know how many of each I pulled? I pulled 0, bro. I literally didn't get anything. I did like 6,000 orbs. Adrenaline 10%, Bruiser 20%, Flurry. What did you get originally, bro? Because you ain't get all of that, right? Yeah, Flurry, no Bruiser. Weakened defense, which is actually unironically good. Dude, I remember showcasing this character and doing the weakened defense stuff. You know how hard it was to not kill the boss, bro. White Ichigo, I don't think this character picked up Flurry either. Yeah, he just got a Bruiser 40%, bro. Like, Berserker 50% gross. Raruka, oh, if she picked up guard break at the time, like that, she unironically would be pretty cool. Like, I don't think she'd be great because she didn't pick up Flurry, but I actually genuinely remember this. I love this character when she came out. Bruiser 40%, she had Bombardment, weakened defense, Berserker 20%. She was so cool. Okay, that's why she didn't get like Flurry or Frenzy. That's sad. Oh my god, this Stark. And this Stark didn't even pick up Flurry, bro. Oh, this is the coolest Stark too. But yeah, no, so like, I genuinely wish that some of these characters would just get resurrected into really good characters, and then it's just like, okay, cool. It's like how many times do you go into Senkaimon and then it's like, okay, we need a Heart Espada Soul Reaper killer, and then you see this character and you're like, yeah, I'm good. Who else do I have? Oh, I have 6th Anniversary Eyes, and I'll just use him instead. like they make content and then say, oh, we want to diversify the characters that you guys use, but then they don't let you actually properly make use of these characters because they wanted you to sell you the new characters, which I'm fine with them selling the new characters, but like, remember, please, like PSA to K-Lab, please remember the people that have been paying you guys for years, right? Like, how much money do I spend now in comparison to before? I want to say, like, before I was spending like maybe 3 to 6 grand a year at least, and now I think I've spent a total of maybe 1,000. Not even, actually that's a lie. 1,200, like around 1,200 bucks, and that's including Tapjoy and like Tapjoy offers. For example, like I'm currently doing AFK Arena because they offered like 3K. I think I put like 50 bucks in here just because it's like I kind of want to speed my progress. I don't think that you need 50 bucks. You just need to know how to play the game, and I'm familiar with this game, but I have a coach who's actually good at this game, so I just have him tell me what to do. But I mean, that's pretty much the end of this video. I'm sorry that this video ended up being as long as it is, but I hope y'all took some information out of it, and I hope what is it called? I hope that I portrayed my point of view when it comes to this game in particular, and why I personally like wish that KLab just made a more effort. Let me KLab stock. If I type in KLab stock, I do 5 years. Like you see here, in 2000, like, I kind of wanted to bring this out earlier, but in 2016, you see February, March 31st, 2017, announcement of the anime, the 1,000 Year Blood War characters. July 21, this is anniversary time. This is when they announced that they were getting 1,000 Year Blood War characters. They literally quadrupled their stock, bro. Actually, tripled their stock. They went up by 200%, by the way. 200%. That's actually crazy. And then when the 1,000 Year Blood War characters came out, that you see the spike right here, August 25th, because they came out in like September. Then it plummeted. And then, I mean, they also have other games and stuff like that, but that's the thing. But like at their peak over here, you'll see here at their peak, can I get the peak, please? 2,323. They're currently sitting at 474. They're currently down 80% of what it used to be. And I genuinely believe that this company could definitely come back, especially now that the anime is like back. But they don't go all in on Bleach like they, in my opinion, like they should. Like Bleach is their cash cow, Love Live is their cash cow. Kam Tsubasa I hear is making plenty of money, but like their issue is like they just fire everyone that, in my opinion, cares about their game to begin with, and it bugs me. It bugs me. Yeah, okay, now I'm dragging. Now I'm talking about semantics and stuff, and now I'm just like speculating. But I mean, it is what it is. I get tired whenever I like discuss this, but I wanted to do this in long form video context because people genuinely ask. It's like, oh, why did you think that these characters were going to be good? Why did you think this? Why did you think that? That's my response. All right, stay blessed, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I appreciate all the support all these years, man. It's been a crazy ride. I haven't been uploading as much just because I'm working. I'm doing some stuff in real life. I don't want to talk about it yet, so I don't jinx it because I've jinxed it before. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. You have a great day. See y'all next one. Peace.